3 HRT Pros and Cons. My name is Tracy Montgomery and I talk about all things menopause, midlife and all that goes with it. So HRT is one of our many menopausal strategies. It's within our arsenal of techniques that we can use to help alleviate menopausal symptoms. So we're going to start off with the pros. The first pro, relieving menopausal symptoms. So this is probably the primary reason, the primary benefit from using HRT, because it can help to alleviate, reduce menopausal symptoms. So things like hot flashes, night sweats, the mood swings, and vaginal atrophy, that's your vaginal dryness, can be significantly reduced by the use of HRT. 2, bone health. Now we know once those hormones do one, that bone density can start to reduce and minimize in menopausal women. So using HRT can reduce the risk of osteoporosis, which is something that can be considered once we've journeyed on our menopausal transition. 3, sleep improvements. Now we know that sleep can be a real problem for many women as they go through menopause and out the other side. The hormonal fluctuations can cause insomnias, it can cause sleep disturbances. You know what I'm talking about. The 2 till 4 waking up, can't get to sleep. And then when that alarm goes off in the morning, can you get up? No. And then you'll spend the whole day fatigued and getting ready for bed. So HRT can help improve your overall sleep quality. So there are 3 pros: relief of menopausal symptoms, bone health, and improvements in your sleep quality. The cons, we need to address the cons here. Okay, so for some, now this is not for everybody that takes HRT, and this is why if you want to go down that route, you will have an in-depth consultation with a medical practitioner and they will discuss these with you. So there is, now these are small risks and they are only for certain groups of women, but if you know about them, you can ask about them when you talk to your medical practitioner. So con number 1, increased risk of blood clots, which can then increase the risk of strokes. So some studies have indicated that HRT can elevate the risk of blood clots. And yet again, as I emphasize, this is something that you would need to discuss with your medical practitioner because they would know whether you are going to be prone to that sort of condition. Number 2, now this one has been talked about an awful lot, and the risk has significantly reduced with the new bioidentical HRTs that are on the market. Breast cancer risks. As I've said, these cons need to be discussed with your medical practitioner. So your family history will be discussed as to whether you would be suitable for HRT because of the risk of breast cancer. That will be discussed with you. So it's not all women that are likely to get it, it's just certain women, and that is a discussion that you would undergo with your medical practitioner. Number 3. Now, we know as we have gone through our hormonal journey that we all experience it differently. Our hormonal journey is as individual as we are. So therefore, each of us is going to have an individual response to how HRT affects us and how significantly HRT can reduce any of our symptoms. So it may work for some, it may not work for others. And what you also need to consider, because your hormones are changing, the fact that you're getting a known dose, the effectiveness of it may not be the same in 3, 6, 12 months. So Do not expect when you go on to HRT that you're given a particular dose and that is it. Make sure you keep the conversation with your medical practitioner going, because you may need to alter it, adapt it to suit you. Okay, so there are 3 cons. Possible increased blood clots, possible breast cancer. They are quite minimal and they will be under discussion with your medical practitioner. And then the individual variability in how they actually work and your body responds to how they work. I hope that has been useful to anyone that's considering this. Being aware of how HRT can affect you and some of the questions that you might want to ask when you go to your medical practitioner before you are prescribed any HRT treatments is always a good place to be. Hope that has been useful for you. My name's Tracy Montgomery and I talk about all things menopause, midlife and all that goes with it. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.